Saturn is actually symbolic for the timing of the ether and its ebbs and flows of the great year cycle. This is why we can also see him represented in the symbolism with the hourglass. He is also not representing anything evil. In fact, he represents the ridding of evil on the physical plane at the end of the Iron Age and the bringing of wisdom and enlightenment in the new Golden Age. This is why he carries the sickle, because it represents the removal of the tars, otherwise known as the souls who contain no light. This is also relayed in a quote from the French alchemist Fulcanelli, and he goes on to say, "The age of iron has no other seal than that of death. Its hieroglyph is the skeleton, bearing the attributes of Saturn, the empty hourglass, symbol of time run out." So this is in relation to the souls who have taken an easy path of indulgence and self-gratification, and they will not be rewarded for their behaviours. So I guess to the people who have behaved in this unconscious way, they could see Saturn as something negative. But for the soul who has actually stayed the course and not wavered from their path back to God and their divine nature, then the return of Saturn is something to be celebrated. This is also why there were festivals in the Bronze Age dedicated to Saturn. The Greeks called it Chronia, as Saturn was represented by Kronos to them, and the ancient Romans called their festival Saturnalia. It was a time to celebrate the Golden Age that Saturn brought back with the return of the ether and the Christ light, otherwise known as Christ consciousness. During these festivals dedicated to Saturn, they would put on plays for each other and celebrate with feasts and dancing, and the higher classes of society would swap roles with the workers, and all would be seen as equal for a day. Now this was because in the Golden Age there was no labour and everybody was equal. It was a time of great abundance on the planet where the enlightenment of all mankind is celebrated and encouraged. There is nothing in any of the esoteric knowledge that supports this belief of Saturn being related to anything evil. This is merely a psyop created by the Antichrist and pushed by their shills and the ignorant to keep people in fear of knowledge relating to Saturn and away from the truth. Now, I know this information about the end of the cycle and the accountability of our souls is not welcomed by many. Most people would rather entertain the modern New Age beliefs of everybody is special and all is love, instead of the truth that every human has a responsibility for their soul which was gifted to them by their Creator. The path back to ourselves and our true divine nature was never meant to be an easy one, but therein lies the test of a soul's worthiness also. We all have the opportunity now to take a path back to the light, but it means we have to let go of these false beliefs that sound good and embrace truth and all the responsibilities that come with that.
You don't even know what a proclamation is. And everybody knows Satan knows this world. And I got gallons of motherfucking blood showing you that I am the fucking Prince of Darkness. And you ain't got enough blood in your body to overturn the decision that the Holy Spirit already made. So we got to roll with this, people. Like I say in previous videos, you should hope on frickin' Satan. I mean, you got off easy. For heaven's sakes. You know? Everybody had this idea that Satan with the horns and stuff like that. I don't have any horns. But I assure you, I have the Holy Spirit. And nobody can stop me.
People ask me all the time, where is it I'm getting all this power from? The eyes to see. And I've been pointing it out the whole time. It's the black sun that brings everything into fruition. Most of you get flipped out when I tell you to write out on a piece of paper, I intend to bring forth heaven and earth. Do it on video and spill your blood on it, then publish your video beside my own. That flips you out. You think it's satanic. Well, it turns out after spilling up gallons of blood under the Prince of Darkness, I can see with those eyes that you consider to be Satan. And when I spilt up my blood under the superluminous one, I can see with the eyes that you call Jesus. And what I see is that this is the left and right side of your brain that needs to be merged. This is that you're in the womb of creation right now, and you need to be birthed out of this world into the other side of the fence, where time is going the other direction for you, because you drank from the living waters and you're in the land of perpetual twilight. This is your birthright, and I can see all the way through reality so clearly. I really don't want anybody's advice. What I do want is, I want you to understand, when I say I'm fucking Satan, you better fucking hope I'm Satan, because there's a billion fucking Bible belt motherfuckers out there that believe Satan is the one who owns this world. And when I put up that much blood, gallons of it, it turns out nobody can put up that much blood on the spot without killing themselves. And that's why I got the eyes to see the truth, and I got the Holy Spirit. It's all been documented. Nobody can escape it. If I can't escape it, then you can't escape it.
Well, now we're all stuck in this hapless kid's mind.
Why don't you just take the exit?
See, you're not knowing everything, smarty Alec Weasel.
I know where the Holy Grail is. Still, I get a little further away now.
Oh, yeah, right. Anyway.
I know where the Holy Grail is. Still, I get a little further away now.
What would you do with a brain if you had one?